you mentioned a couple of big names, and Jonathan Taylor and Cooper Kupp that won a lot of leagues last year. Who is the player or players that you get asked about the most heading into the 2022 season? Who's got the most buzz around them going into this year?
Well, I mean, the biggest question I get is, who's my fantasy ride or die? Last year was Austin Eckler. Everyone had him as a second-round pick, and I'm like, guys, he's going to be a top 5 fantasy running back this year. And everyone called me crazy, and then what happened? He was a top 5
20
fantasy running back.
touchdowns later. Yep.
Yeah, they're not going to use him at the goal line. Didn't get to the goal line. I'm like, they got Joe Lombardi's their new. They're going to use him like Alvin Kamara, guys. They're going to use him like Alvin Kamara anyway. So I get a lot of questions. Who's my fantasy ride or die? I'm going to announce that on the Rotoworld Draft Guide show Wednesday, August 17th, 8 p.m. on Peacock. He said I am already a company man. But I think there's a lot of questions coming up. Like, so on Football Night in America, I mentioned that I had Jalen Hurts as a top 4 fantasy quarterback. People are asking me about Jalen Hurts. We get a lot of questions about some of the sleeper quarterbacks. Do you like Trey Lance? Do you like Trevor Lawrence? Do you like Justin Fields? Those guys come up. And then I think for me, it's also the unsettled situations. Kansas City's a true enigma, right? With Tyreek Hill gone, is it Juju? Is it MVS? Is it Mecole Hardman? Who's going to be the starting running back? Are we believing once again in Ronald Jones or Clyde Edwards-Helaire? What about Jerick McKinnon? Sky Moore is getting a lot of buzz in that camp. What about Isaiah Pacheco, the running back? So I get a lot of questions about Kansas City. And the other big question I get, and let's talk this through, is who's this year's Cincinnati? Who's this year's kind of an offense is going to, like, we know the Buccaneers are going to be a really good offense, right? We know the Packers are going to be a really good offense. Like, there's a couple offenses that we already know. Kansas City, right? The Chargers we expect to be a very good offense, right?
Proven commodities,
Proven commodities. So let's talk through some of this. So here's some. Look, I think the Chargers can take another step. I think Indianapolis with Matt Ryan under center in that offensive line, I think they're really interesting, right? I mean, think about what Matt Ryan has done as a QB for wide receiver, whether it's Calvin Ridley, whether it's Julio Jones. Like, over the years, Matt Ryan has always been able to support at least one very fantasy relevant wide receiver, one top 15 guy. And so I think Michael Pittman might be a little underrated this year because we know he's going to get a tremendous target share. So I think that's a very interesting offense. I'm high on Philadelphia this year, again, starting with Jalen Hurts and the addition of A.J. Brown, second year of Devontae Smith, second year of the Sirianni offense, and a great offensive line and a pretty good schedule.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.